What it do? What it do? What it do? What's going on, y'all? Hold on. I got some issues going on here. Let me get it together for you. Let me get it together for you. Let me get it together. Woo-wee. I got to get it together for y'all. I'm telling you. I had to make myself come on. Okay, I had to make myself come on. I was like, I don't feel like it. I was like, but I need to come on and everything and all this. I was like, no, I got to do it. I got to come on. Like, what the hell? I got to do this, right? So I was like, it's time for me to come on. Time for me to come on. So I'm coming on. I am coming on, you guys. All right. But before we do, we know we got to get into it first, right? We got to get into it. Here we go. Let's go.
He say, she say, we say, I say, hearing out them points of views when I see it my way. Yes it goes, yes it knows, maybe so's, probably not, shoulds and coulds, do's and don'ts, your wills and won'ts is how you rock. Politicians and religions, on your house or are you renting? Is you married, is you single, meta interest when you mingle, turn out to be someone you into, so how long before the bed get wrinkled? Children when they tripping, is it time out or do you whip them? Opinions and decisions, hunches, intuitions, may or may not get it, cause people's experience different. Check the prejudice at the door. Take the time, you get the flow. Tell the truth if it's sweet or sour, cause the hour we spittin' fire.
We spittin' fire. That's right. This is the hour we spittin' fire, damn it. This is the hour we are spittin' fire. All right. And I'm here today. Okay. So, let's acknowledge y'all, Denise. Okay, let's acknowledge y'all. Denise, David, Miranda, how you doing? Olga, Mimi, Shay, what it do? Okay. Oh my goodness, Silky, yes, Taz, Angela, Petey. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Sunshine, cool B. Y'all make sure y'all supposed to go over there to the infamous Sylvia. I think she's supposed to have some a guest over there today. I don't know. And then there was something on her Bag Up channel. I don't know if it started or it's going to be, but make sure y'all go over there. I'd like to give my girls some shout out and some love. Jocelyn Smith and Lanai, how you doing? I haven't been able to get over there. I've been busy, so I just been dropping my doing my content and then been getting off the air and off the line. I had a lot to do or whatever, but I got to get caught back up over there with the infamous Sylvia myself or whatever. But Sylvia be coming on so early. Y'all know she do. Y'all know she comes on earlier. But you know what? We got some stuff to talk about. Y'all. And y'all know I'm going to talk about some stuff. Y'all know it. But before I do, hey, America. How y'all doing? Y'all all right? Oh, my goodness, y'all. Y'all see that they trying to sit up there and take Dave Chappelle Netflix special off Netflix. Y'all know when I put my hand on my hip, my head to the side, y'all know I mean business. Patricia, how you doing? Where my haters at? Please make sure y'all hit the like button coming on in. And I got 2 haters and they late. They've been late lately. I don't understand. I'm thrown off about my haters now. My haters keep me going. Or whatever. Silky Smooth, what's going on? I know you, Silky Shamika. I know you, Silky Patricia. I know Shay Jackson, Valerie. I know. Jocelyn Smith, what's going on, baby? Oh, Jocelyn. Oh my God, Jocelyn. You talking about you tired? Jocelyn, you saying you tired? Ha! Jocelyn, for real though. That's right, Denise. Haters keep us motivated. Let me tell y'all something. So they trying to take Dave Chappelle the closure off. Pretty brown eyes, how you doing, baby? They trying to take his stuff off the cause all he said was the baby the LGBT don't understand who the baby is. The baby done shot a nigga in Walmart. Now, they said it was justified, okay? He hasn't been charged with it because it was a justified shooting. However, the fact is it was a shooting, and he ain't got canceled. You hurt the LGBT feelings, and your ass get canceled. He said, you see where I'm going with this? And man, them gays was like, them damn LGBT community, petition him, take his career. That you know how they do. You know how they do. And I'm just like, I am so sick and tired. People gonna get sick and tired of them damn gay people in them that LGBT and that black people are gonna get sick and tired of you censoring people. Look, we have been made a mockery of in jokes. And we have, wanted people to apologize. But we ain't took people careers when they offend black people like they do. They suspend you for a while and bring you back, and we good with that. Them gays want your career over with, okay? They want you erased. Even though they helping taking down our heterosexual black men by supporting these feminine movements. But that's a whole nother story, okay? And now they mad at Dave Chappelle. He on every headline. Glad. You know that woman that's over CEO Glad won his career. I mean, no, we can't allow that. We cannot allow that, okay? And they say that it's so many people that's against Dave Chappelle and it's so many people that is for him that it's a tug of war. And Netflix really don't know what the fuck to do. But I could tell you what to do. What you need to do is take that Surviving R. Kelly shit off. That's what you need to do. And you need to read the transcript and you need to take that shit off because lesser charge was in that shit. That's what the fuck you need to do, first of all. Second of all, you need to let it pass. You can't take everything and suspend everybody. The gay community can't run shit. We tired of that. I'm sorry if you guys out there that are gay. I'm tired if you guys are part of the LGBT community. It's not nothing personally to you itself or your lifestyle, but the community has to stop. If you are part of the protected class, you're going to get talked about. Black people got talked about. White people got talked about. You're going to get talked about. Women got talked about. Fat people get talked about. You're going to get talked about. You have to understand that. You're going to get talked. You got to understand that. You can't censor and shut up everybody that say or don't agree with something or say something and point out your flaws. I'm just keeping it a buck. Some of y'all gonna be mad at Spittinfire because some of y'all live the alternative life, and that's fine. But you can't get mad at every time somebody say something that goes against the community. They do it all the time to black people. They do it all the time to white people. They jokes are to embarrass you, to roast you, and see if you can laugh at yourself. People have to stop being so. Y'all are too sensitive to be in the world. That seems like that's super sensitivity right there. That's super sensitivity. You got to understand, like, oh damn, like, yeah, okay, well, we are like that, ain't we? And move on. But no, just like when Gary Owen. He said something about we should be like what black people do. I remember a long time ago. And it was funny, but it is a stereotype. We had the kids first before we get married. He said that's what he should have did. Nobody, we didn't sit up there. People, it was a headline. Some people got offended. But we didn't take Gary Owen's career. Like, come on. Y'all do way too much. Y'all do too much. Hello, One Pap. What's going on? Veronica Tubbins, what's going on? Pretty Peas, Natasha Elms. Y'all do way too much. Taz, what's going on? Patricia Ardreen, how you doing? You know, Tina Trina, what's going on? Tina. You know, they just do too much. They just too damn sensitive. So in the process of that being that damn sensitive, and I'm getting sick and tired of them being sensitive. To be honest with you, I'm getting really sick and tired of them being sensitive. I'm just not gonna lie to you. I'm getting sick and tired of them being sensitive. Okay? So in the process of me getting sick and tired of them being sensitive, you know what I did. It's pinned at the top. Another petition, god damn it. And this one is support Dave Chappelle's The Closure. Boycott the boycotters. You goddamn right. Okay? And I'm going to make sure these petitions go where they supposed to go. But in the meantime, in between time, your girl got it going on. Push this shit. I'm sick and tired of them people getting upset. So what does the full petition say? What does the full petition say? Well, let me read it to you. Because right now, you probably, you know what I'm saying, on this site and everything else. So let me read it to you. So you would know. Okay, so you would know. Because I'm getting sick and tired of this stuff. Okay? I'm getting sick and tired of it. And it says this. Dave Chappelle Netflix special was controversial again, but he is honest in telling the truth. We the people tired of the LGBTQ community, aka GLAAD and their allies censoring our voices. Dave Chappelle's stand-up comedy was funny to many and not to others. However, because the community doesn't like it, they always want to cancel someone or their career. Okay? And it says, the reality is the community is dominating the media. People have a right to speak their mind. But as soon as someone says something about them, which in parentheses, I got GLAAD, okay, the acronym, you know, that support the LGBTQ, here comes their allies. They own the media and help take down heterosexual men, but no one can tell a joke about them. Black America is subject to comedy truth. White America is subject to comedy truth, and many more. How come GLAAD and their allies think they're untouchable? Keep Dave Chappelle special on Netflix. Tell the LGBTQ they are part of the protected class and welcome to comedy scrutiny. Stop their muting and canceling whenever they're mad. Okay. Then it goes on to say at the bottom, stop the LGBT from canceling heterosexual males when they don't agree with their rhetoric. We all have freedom of speech. Okay. So that's what it says. And I really wholeheartedly said that is it. Okay? I really do. Because it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. Because you can't just sit up there and do what it is that you want to do. Okay? You want to do. Now, I know y'all feel a certain way, but you can't put that in the chat. Please do not put that in the chat. My mods will get you. All right. So, one of the things that I wanted to talk about was, what do you guys think about this? Okay. The petition is up now and it's ready for you to sign as well. There go my haters. They are here. I knew they were coming. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that Netflix should take down The Closure by Dave Chappelle? I don't. I'm tired of that community telling us what we can and can't say. He didn't say anything bad. He just said, you hurt a gay person's feelings and this will all that happen. And they just want to take down his Netflix, cancel him all. They do way too much. Way too much. And I'm tired. I'm tired of it. I am so sick and tired of it. We're tired of being told what to do. I believe, and I'm thinking that it's going to be an issue between people in the heterosexual, straight people, traditional people, and the gays in a minute. It's going to come to a halt. And it ain't going to be about their sexuality. It's going to be about their rights to freedom of speech. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to be, or you're gay, I don't like you, or you're straight, I don't like you. It's not going to be nothing like that. It's going to be the fact that you keep telling us what the fuck we can and can't say, and you want to cancel people. We getting tired of it. I can see this stuff coming to a halt. This is getting way out of hand. Way out of hand. And it's a shame that comedy was not all of that, and yet we got to put a petition up for it, to support it. That is a shame that we have to do all of that. That is total a shame. You got to learn how to laugh at yourself. You got to learn. You got to learn how to be like, damn, that's you got to learn. This is a shame. People they're going to lose a lot of support. The LGBT going to lose a lot of support on their sensitivity if this keeps happening. But they probably don't care because they're trying to take over politics. They're taking over the government at this point. At this point, they're taking over the government. Speaking of the government, well, there was a visit. I'm sorry, guys. My eye is irritated. I had allergies the other day. My nose was red. Now this eye is red. One of them is red. I've been rubbing all day. But speaking of Dave Chappelle's in politics, they're taking over. Well, Biden decided that he was going to come here where I am, to Michigan. And, well, let's see the type of welcoming he received. Let's get it. how Michigan welcomed Biden when he came. Okay, the other day that he came, and that's the welcoming that he got. You know, when they were Secret Service, they said, fuck you, Biden. I mean, I don't understand why I do understand. You know, I don't understand why they had the F you Biden. You know, if they had that rainbow flag out there and they was burning that rainbow flag, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it would have been all hell. Ooh, them gay folks would have came out and everything. It would have been a fight. Ooh, Lord, I'm glad out my butt. Because they started to burn the flag. And they was like, no, it's not about them. It's just about Biden. They was like, yeah, but he was the one advocating for them when he first got up. They was like, nope. They going to strictly tell him, fuck him. So that's how that went. I was like, ooh, wait, let's look again. See the show. And all that, they called him Trader Joe and all that. And Biden, you know, and that was the first time even when we had a Republican president, they didn't even do that with Bush in Detroit. They even welcomed Bush. That was horrible. That was something that back in the day they were doing with Trump. And it's so funny how it flipped. So it's like half America don't like Trump and half America don't like Biden. And to come out, I just think, I'm telling y'all, the underdog is going to have to be the one. I'm telling y'all, when they do this election in the next 3 years or whatever, we're going to have to look to the left. We're going to have to look to with that guy with that cheap suit on, and we're going to ask him, yes, they said Trader Joe. Yeah, they did. Y'all want to see it one more time? Let's see it one more time. Oh, it's not playing again? Hold on, let's see. Let's see, because I think that people who just coming in need to see that. Then that was just the other day. I just said, ooh, Biden. I mean, they just did not care. Well, and so it seems like they supposed to be having another one like that for Biden. And it's going to be blacks for Trump. And it's going to be a bunch of black people out there now. And they mad about the reparations and all of the attention the alternative been getting from Biden. And he just said to hell with reparations. And yeah, they just seems like they just not happy with Biden here. You know, in some parts of here, they're just not happy. I don't. And this ain't Spittinfire doing. I'm just showing y'all what the hell going on. I'm just showing y'all what the hell going on. That's it. Oh my goodness. But speaking of Trump and Mitch McConnell is going at it. Now, Trump said Mitch McConnell on Hannity the other night. He said Mitch McConnell ain't good for the job. Now, this was his right-hand man at once upon a time, but he's saying Mitch McConnell ain't doing the job. Now, Mitch McConnell just looks so funny to me. I mean, he just looked like he come from Kentucky. He looked like he just looks so funny to me. Oh my God. It's like his face is in the middle of his head and his head is Mitch. Mitch. I mean, his expressions just shows everything. But anyway, He said that he didn't think Mitch was doing the job. And he said that on Hannity, all right? And because he was saying Mitch wasn't holding up to his policies that they both thought that they agreed on, okay? And, yeah, so Mitch, I don't know what this election going to hold with Kentucky, because a lot of them are Republicans, and Trump is not liking Mitch McConnell. And Mitch McConnell has been siding with the Democrats lately and giving in. Yeah, they from their point of view and their side, they're calling Mitch a sellout. They're calling Mitch McConnell a sellout. I don't know how it's going to be with these next few years. I think Mitch may not run after this. Mitch may not run after this because many people, as you can see, they still, like, I was driving, okay, and I was going over the freeway, and it still was some Trump supporters out there protesting, and this was just a few months ago. I was like, okay, they know that that there's another man in office right now. They didn't give a damn. They're still protesting. See, this is one of the things that I want to talk to you guys about. Okay? This is one of the things that I want to talk to you guys about. They don't give up. They're continuing to protest and to protest and to protest. They're not giving up. Till they are being heard, they are not giving up at all. What we do, we tend to give up. We got to stop that. We got to continue on. It's draining, it's tiresome, but it's needed. Okay? It's needed. And this is one of the things that's just happening. Like, I don't understand. I do not understand why the hell all this is happening. But I tell you, I don't think Mitch gonna be in there. I don't think Mitch gonna make it. Okay? Mitch is not going to make it another election if Trump don't support him. They're going to have a big falling out. It's going to be a big war in the red. I don't know. Kentucky have to decide if they're going to go with Mitch or if they're going to go with Trump. Because I believe Trump going to run again. I believe he going to run again. I believe he got people in place working on that shit right now. I really do. I do. And look at all the overwhelming support he's been getting. I'm just saying. So, we got some more things to talk about. Woo-wee. I tell you the truth. This stuff is crazy to me. So, we're going to talk about her ass again. Okay? We're going to talk about her ass again. Selena Johnson went back out on the internet talking about R. Kelly should not be in jail. Selena, that's not how this works, okay? This is not how this works. You don't get to sit up there and talk shit while the man going through trial, and then once he get convicted, you want to feel remorse. That's basically what you're doing. I don't think he should be in jail. I just think no. Talking shit to somebody while they're going through a trial, saying that like you don't support them, is not him getting help. You never said he should get help. Oh, I can't sing his songs while you had your Tupac shirt on. It doesn't work like that, Selena. No, now all of y'all talk about y'all didn't know he was going to go to jail. Y'all don't want him to go to jail. What you think was going to happen? I just don't understand. Don't understand at all. Don't happen like that, Selena. So she had the internet split between R. Kelly should be in jail or not. Well, it doesn't matter because they said the jury found him guilty on all charges. The jury was paid to find him guilty on all charges. That's how I'm going to put it. All right? That's how the fuck I'm going to put it. They were paid to find him guilty on all charges now. So ain't nothing else you can do about that. You should have thought about that when he was going through what he was going through. Okay? I'm just saying. It doesn't make no sense. It make no sense at all. So, this heifer here wanted to talk back about Andrew Wyatt. Now, she didn't look like this when she was testifying. She ain't looked all dolled up and faked out when she was testifying, y'all. I'm just saying. She ain't look like this when she was testifying. Talk about some, no, he did get a fair trial. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. I want to see your herpes records. I want to see your records. If you claim somebody gave you herpes, I want to see when you was diagnosed. I want to see. You supposed to be in movies. I will not support those movies. We should not support anyone that's in this R. Kelly situation getting in movies. What kind of victims are these? If you are going into movies, make sure all the proceeds go to sexual assault victims. Yeah, all your proceeds. Because you said you wasn't a victim. You came out and said you wasn't a victim. Then you said he gave you herpes knowingly. Knowingly gave you herpes. So the jury just said you ain't even got to be responsible for your own body. If he rich, he need to be responsible for your body. That's what they said. And nobody is challenging that. I just don't understand. I just don't understand how the hell this shit go down. I don't understand how the hell she come out saying anything. She said something about Andrew Wyatt when they said R. Kelly was railroaded. He said that that's his First Amendment right and he's standing on it. That is a man, damn it. Like I said he was railroaded. Fuck it, that's what it meant. That's what I'm talking about. Somebody's going to hear he's been railroaded. They can tell because the same shit happened to R. Kelly, happened to Bill Cosby, and vice versa. I don't understand. There was not even no prior bad acts. You notice the jurors ain't said nothing because they was paid. They gone under the radar. So, and they said R. Kelly music is still streaming. Despite them taking it off, they said the sales, people are going back to buying his CDs then. And you know what? I think I will. I think I will find out where they selling his CDs and buy them all. I will. And we will play it. Because you can't tell us what we can and can't do. You can't tell us what we can and can't do. You see what I'm saying? Now, one of the things I will tell you, get this heifer up out of here because she's supposed to be bumped up. I don't understand why she keep going out in the media with this damn money pimp right beside her. You see what I'm saying? She needs to just stop. Girl, this woman right here finna rob you of all your damn money while you sitting up there with your goddamn expensive weave in your damn head. Just tell you the truth. They just don't understand shit. Oh, my goodness. I tell you. Ooh-wee. So, one of the things I can say is the R. Kelly petition is overflowing. I'm so happy and excited about that petition to play R. Kelly and keep his music going. I can't wait. I can't wait for Nicole Austin to get that. Okay, I cannot wait. Cannot wait at all. All right, for Nicole Austin to actually get that petition to say we want to continue to hear it. She gonna get more than that in a minute, though. Oh, yes. But Gloria is such a bloodsucker. I don't understand why the hell anybody hire her. She ripped off people. She rips people off. Why are you guys hiring her? She's going to take your money. You sitting up there with your attorney. He got exactly what he deserved. Well, yeah, well, you know, Bill Cosby's shit was overturned. You may be talking too much. Stay out the limelight. Let the man have his goddamn say and get your coin like you supposed to, so Gloria can rip you the fuck off like she did Tiger Woods people or situationships. She ripped off all them women. Gloria ripped them all off. That's what the woman said. She ripped them all off. I don't know. I would never hire her. I would never hire her. I don't care if she's supposed to advocate for women or not. No. You the attorney everybody go to. Because you imagine if she get millions and she get millions, how much she going to get? She going to get more than all y'all. Because she got the clout to put, she got the clout to put y'all right in the media in front of the camera. And then Washington Post go sit up there and say, what's going to happen with them now? TMZ. Yeah, we going to be going at TMZ in a minute. I'm sick of their asses too. We're going to be going at TMZ. They so damn two-faced it. We got some plans, okay? We got some plans, okay? We do. And so we just got some. We got some. You understand what I'm saying? We got some plans, and we're going to do those plans. Why isn't my spammers on their channel doing your job? I checked to see were you on, and you wasn't because you're spamming me. Do your job. So, Gloria, getting back to her, do you guys think? No, that's not. Do you guys think that Gloria is going to rip these women off? And do you think that these women should donate some of their proceeds to RAIN, to all these other organizations, the Me Too movement? I mean, they helped them get their career by taking down these big people, right? I think that they should require to pay half or more than their proceeds to these victims, so-called, right? Because let's see how much they have actually donated of their salaries. Absolutely. Absolutely. You see what I'm saying? Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter. Gloria is going to rip you guys off. She's going to take all your money. She's going to take all of your money. Yes. Gloria is going to do it. She's going to take it all. All she's going to take. It doesn't matter. Gloria, take it. You deserve it. You deserve to take all of their money, Gloria. And Gerald Griggs going to take their money too. They're going to take all of their money. They've been throwing things, going out here. You got to pay them for all of that. Them people are lucky if they get anything after this. They lucky if they get anything at all. You know, I was just thinking about that. I was just like, damn. They sitting up there stealing all these people money. They is getting paid off these damn girls, putting them in the limelight. So we need an attorney, y'all. We need an attorney. Please make sure y'all hit the like buttons coming on in. Gloria is big pimping. Yes. Gloria is big pimping. Please hit the like button coming on in, if you guys. I just now realized that. Please hit the like button. Thank you. I appreciate it. Gloria is definitely pimping. She's going to be pimping her ass off to no avail. She's going to take all these girls' money. She's going to take it all. Like that girl with Tiger Woods, $8 million, and she netted $2 million. What other 6? Gloria, what other $6 million at? Why you charge that woman $6 million? You supposed to took the 2 and she get the 6. Your ass took the 6 and gave her the 2. When it come to money, ain't nobody is exempt from being robbed. People, I don't give a damn if you the same color. Nobody. Look what happened with Avenatti and Stormy Daniels. When it come to money, that people will take your ass. And they gonna take their asses. And I hope she rips them off. Okay? That's what I hope. I hope she rips them off. Because you should not be trying to capitalize off of this anyway. You should have donated all the proceeds to Rain. If you are, because I donate. Make sure you guys do too. I donate to the Innocence Project. I sure do. And make sure y'all buy y'all free Purvis Payne, Freedom, okay? Because he needs to be freed. I'm going to be talking about that a little bit more. We got to get this. We need an attorney. Unlike this attorney, I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid at all. Okay. I know that they get a lot of money. I know because they get 1/3 of per person. You know, 1/3 of per person. So that's a lot of money. If you represent thousands of people, that's a lot of money. Regardless of, you know what I'm saying. And they got to get paid if they did the job. But Gloria, you just pimping these girls. You doing the pimping. I know. I know. I know. I really do. I'm thinking about getting some pledgers. If I get some pledgers, I want to get, because I don't want no rinky-dink ass attorney. I already have in mind who I want. I already reached out to some. I promise you guys, I've reached out to some. And I want to talk to them, but I told them I can't talk to them over the phone because I really do believe my phone is being tapped. I really do. So I can't, because there's certain minor things I say and somebody else was saying it. And I was like, oh, yeah, they tapping. They working with the people. And I don't say anything because people believe what they want. So I know people gave it away. So that's that. I got some information. So I'm going to, somebody said that they got some information for me. So I don't know how much I should close out the Emmett Till petition, how many more signatures I should get, because that one has done well as well. Okay. That done one. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we on our way to 1,500. We had 1,038 with Emmett Till. We had 1,038 with Emmett Till. So we need 462 more signatures for Emmett Till. The last person to sign the Emmett Till one was 6 hours ago. That's too long. We should have had at least 10 people signed within 6 hours. So it's stuck. It's going at a standstill. So I'm going to need you guys to push that petition again. I'm definitely. If you are, and I'm going to put that in the link, okay? Emmett Till, okay? Make sure you sign the Emmett Till petition to get Carolyn Dunham arrested. Make sure you sign the petition of the mom to get Alice Clary arrested. Okay. Alice Clary is almost at 1,000, you guys. All right. You guys did good. She needs 148 more. The last person to sign that petition was 2 hours ago. So that's not that bad. So we need Alice Clary. We need Alice Clary petition. Is here. And we definitely need you guys to sign that as well to make sure she go to jail. Because if you don't know, she sold her daughter when her daughter testified to that. Okay. She testified to that. And we're going to be reading it. We finna be reading that in a minute. Let me see what else petition. Okay. So we got, okay. And then R. Kelly got almost 2,000 signatures. Okay. The last time someone signed that petition was 22 minutes ago. All right. And this is the R. Kelly's petition to keep him on stream. Okay. So, right. To keep him on stream. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to email. Hold on. Let me email somebody. Now, because see, here's the thing, y'all. Let me wait. And here's why. I'm going to wait to email these people because we got to have funds. We have no funds. We have nowhere to put no funds. I don't want the fund. Don't cash at me that. Okay. We got to get a bank account with a reputable institution. We're not doing no PayPal. We're not doing none of that. And we got to get some funds together. I don't know. What do y'all think about Me Too? Not Me Too. GoFundMe. What do y'all think about a GoFundMe? I'm going to need you guys to have some say-so about it. I'm going to need you guys to have some say-so to figure out what it is that we should do, what it is, you know what I'm saying? If you think that we should get a bank account, press 1. If you think we should get a GoFundMe, press 2. If you think we should get a bank account, press 1. If you think we should get a GoFundMe, press 2. One. Okay. Okay. The people have spoken. Well, see, Kimberly, we gonna do it for us now. We're gonna do it for us. It probably benefit him, but we're gonna do it for us. And that's what the people are talking about. They get exactly where I'm going with this. 2. Okay, we got 1, 2. We got 1, 2. Vaughn said 2. But Vaughn, you outnumbered tremendously. One. Okay, well, there you have it. There you have it. So we will have to figure out how we're going to get that to where people can see the account balance. Mimi said, what about both? Mimi said, what about both? Good idea, Mimi. Good idea. Well, see, that's what I was thinking, Silky, that because it was FDIC. So I was like, okay, it's protected and insured. So we didn't have to worry about that. And then the bank Well, they charge like a monthly fee or something like that, right? But if GoFundMe charge a percentage. But y'all say still do both just to have a variety? Well, here's what we could do. We can have a bank account. You can deposit money to that bank account, keep your receipt as receipt. And then we could publish the statements on the balance that's in there. And yeah, we could do it like that. Because I don't want a 501(c), not for this. Because I don't want to because then that'll be me. I own that, and I don't want to have to be doing all that. You know what I mean? And then we have to get somebody to oversee the money, because I don't want to do that. People, when it comes to money, people ain't right. I would rather have somebody that is an expert handling money, so then therefore when they handle the money, we can all get mad at them when they fuck up the money. You get what I'm saying? I don't want no parts of that. But you know what? I was thinking, like, if it's a bank, don't they have accountants? Don't they have people that can oversee? They give you all kind of financial advice and stuff. Don't they have that? Don't they have that though? Shit. Taz, what you say? Shit. Her ass better not come no goddamn where near me. She better keep her ass away from me. Hey, child. She better keep her ass away from me. Hey. Make sure y'all hit that like button coming on in. How y'all doing? No, she better keep her ass away from me. Gloria, I ain't got time for you. She been to talk me into Spittinfire. Say you a victim. Huh? Say you a victim. We can get millions of dollars. I can put you in front of the camera, and then I'm going to look at you like this. And then you're going to stand up there and you're going to be like, I was a victim. Yes. It was in 1977. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what she gonna do. I mean, y'all be laughing and shit, but that's how she gonna do. And then we'll be like, we're suing. Okay. I was a victim. You see what I'm saying? That's just it. That's just how they be. She gonna be like, we can sue for millions. Then she gonna come to court with me. Then she gonna do a press conference. Oh yeah. And then y'all gonna believe me. And then I'm gonna get a book deal. Who can I don't know. Who do I don't like? No. The one I don't like, he already did. Shit. That was the one that took our job when I was working at the plant. That damn CEO. His ass died a long time ago. I'd have got that bitch, though. He was a dirty motherfucker. Woo-wee. Me too. I'd be like, I'm a victim. He'd be like, bitch, I ain't never slept with your ass. Well, R. Kelly ain't never slept with Rhonda, but she a victim. It's believe me. Yup, I looked in my pants. I got a vagina. Believe women. Yup. Yup. I'm a girl. Believe women. 1977. Nah. Who go check me? Ain't that what they say? Who go check me now? I'm just saying, who go check me? I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm checking down there. Hold on. Yep, it's flat. It ain't nothing budging down there, y'all. It ain't nothing budging down there. That's just an extra piece of stomach. Hold on. Yep, no balls down there. No balls down there. I'm a girl, so I got some victim rights. I'm a victim. Who did it? Who did it? We gotta find somebody, get that money. Who did it? Nah. Hey, that'd be funny if they would have been Toronto, wouldn't it? I'm like, hell no, I'd have beat the shit out of her. They'd be like, you know damn well you can take her. Girl, stop. Who else? Who we gonna say? Believe women. Gerald Griggs. Nah. I've been hung him by his goddamn bow tie. Nah, ain't nobody gonna believe that. Who else? Who we gonna get? I gotta find somebody, y'all. I gotta find somebody. I don't have nobody to pin it on. Barry Hankerson. No, I ain't even playing like that. Hell no. Hell no. Oh yeah, Tony Mottola. Yeah, I'm a victim. Oprah. Yeah. I'm a victim. Gloria. I bet you Gloria, Gail King. Yeah, I bet you Gloria won't take the case then. Hey, why don't we help that girl? Why don't we help that girl? What's her name? Damn. Gloria, Oprah Daddy. Oprah Daddy. The girl, what's the girl name? I did a video on that a few weeks back. JD, thank you for coming in. You sleepy? The sun's still out where I'm at. You sleepy? You sleepy? You sleepy? You sleepy? Gloria Allred, yeah, she did it. She was feeling on my big old titties. Yeah, she did it. She was feeling on these. Gloria, I'm a victim. Put your ass in the hot seat, heifer. Your crazy ass. That's a crazy broad. She just is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Gloria needs some. She need to get with Kris Jenner and get her some. Kris getting hers. Gloria, you need to get yours. Gloria needs some, y'all. Gloria don't get it. I mean, she need to get it like from the last 50, 60 years back. Like, she just needs somebody to break her down back. Like, Gloria, you just. And these girls getting on here talking about they got herpes. I want to know which one of y'all go sleep with Faith Rogers. Which one of you rappers go sleep with Faith Rogers anyway? Because it's going to be one of y'all that tell on her. Y'all know it's going to be a rapper or somebody in the game that's going to tell on Faith. Y'all know that, right? That she ain't got no herpes. She is a danger to our culture. She very much is. She very much is. Okay, so now we're going to go and we're going to do some reading, okay? We're going to do some little reading of the transcript, okay? I didn't read it last night. We're going to find some to read, okay? We're going to find some and take some to read. with us. Hold on. Okay. We stopped at what, 11:49, I believe. Was it 11:49? I think it was the beginning of the page. Hold on. Expose her some more. Okay. So let me see, make sure I ain't go over this. Okay, it wasn't 11:49 because I read all this. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Okay, I remember reading this. Oh yeah, we read this. Hold on. Okay, it was 11:59. Okay, we talked about his shoes. So remember when we talked about the other day, she said that when she would watch him play basketball, she would identify him by his shoes, and they were Air Force Ones. Okay, she said she would do it by his shoes, and they were Air Force Ones. And then she said no, it wasn't the Air. And then he said, was it the Air Force One? And then she said no, it wasn't the Air Force One because she was saying on Presidents that he beat her with an Air Force One shoe. Okay. And he said, so he went on to ask her about the color of the shoe. He said, what color was his shoes? And she said, what night are you referring to? Any night. I mean, his bags were, then she said, well, I mean, his bags were packed every single day. So any night it would have been a different pair of shoes. He had over thousands. And then he said, okay, so the colors that he would generally wear would be white and black. And then Getty said objection. And then the court told us, I don't understand the relevance of it. It ain't about your damn decision. You know what I'm saying? And then Kenny told it, well, they brought this up direct yesterday. So I'm just trying to explore her ability to see the defendant, my client, without, and then, they went this. So I want to go back to the questions. So he said, going back to questions, Q is Canic, A is her response. He said, now you testified earlier and told us that this encounter at the Dolphin, Mr. Kelly recorded you. And she said, I never said that, no. He said, you said he took out a camera. And then she said, at the Dolphin Hotel? And then he said, yes. And she said, I said he took out an iPad. He said, did he record you? And she said, I said I never saw that it was. What he did with the iPad. She said, so you don't know if he recorded you or not? I don't. But that's not what she said to the prosecution. When you spoke with the government one time, you told the government that he recorded you every time except at the Dolphin. Do you remember telling them that? She said, I don't. He said, directing your attention to the bottom portion. So he's showing her a piece of paper. He said, isn't it the fact that when you met with the government, you told the government that Mr. Kelly recorded you every time except at the Dolphin? And she said, I didn't recall that. He said, but it's in the document. And she said, yes, it is. How can they convict a man on the words that the women, girls, whatever the fuck these people is, don't know? Hey, Takara, it's Spittin. But yes, Takara, how you doing, baby? And he said, but it's in the document. She said, yes, it is. And he said, and in the grand jury, you told the grand jury that he recorded you every time you had sex with him. Do you remember telling the grand jury that? She said, I don't recall that. I'm sorry. And then he said, and then they did some, and then she said, page 26. Kenny said, I'm going to withdraw that question. The court said, okay. And then they said, okay, number 7. Now, going back to the year Mr. Kelly told you that he would help you with your music, isn't it a fact that when you were interviewed by the government regarding this issue, you told the government that Mr. Kelly told you that you were lazy and needed to concentrate on your music more? And she said, I don't recall that. And he said, you read it? And she said, yes, sir. He said, isn't it the fact that when you were debriefed by the government, you told them that Mr. Kelly told you were lazy and needed to concentrate on your music more? And she said, no, that's not accurate. He said, but that's in the document, right? And she said, yes, sir. And he said, and you were the person imparting the information to the government, correct? And she said, yes, sir. Now, the government asked you about calling Mr. Kelly daddy. Do you remember telling them that? And she said, yes, sir. Now, you said that Mr. Kelly asked you to call him daddy the first time you met. Am I correct? I don't recall saying that the first time we met. And then she said, when was it that he asked you to call him daddy? She said, I don't recall, but it was immediately. You don't recall, but it was immediately. How you know it was immediately if you don't recall? Then she went on to say, what's immediate if it's not the first time? No, not the first time. Second time? Yeah. I don't recall when, but I do know it was immediate. I'm sorry. So when you call him other names as well, am I correct? Not after, no. After he expressed that name, no. Well, didn't you call him Bear? Years later, yes. In fact, you rolled him up into 2019 calling him Bear. Am I correct? That's not true. Didn't you call him Papa Bear? Yes, I did. And you call him that up until 2019. Am I correct? Not from 2015, if that's what you're asking. No, I'm asking you is what I just asked. And they said objection, overruled. Did you call him Papa Bear up until 2019? The court asked her, and she said, I did, yes. So why did the judge have to ask you for you to answer the yes when he just asked you 3 times? Y'all did this shit. Y'all did this shit, America. Believe a women, right? All y'all motherfuckers gonna be in jail. Believing them motherfucking inconsistent asses. Let me see. And he called you Mama Bear, am I correct? That is true. And he had nicknames for the other girls as well. Am I correct? I never heard them. She will not acknowledge him and no other bitches, for real. Well, isn't it the fact that you told the government that he called the other girls Cookie? Because you know that's the song Cookie. I never said that. Never said it? Never. Asking you to direct your attention to the last 3 lines. And then she said, isn't it the fact that when you met with the government, you told the government that Mr. Kelly will call you other girls Cookie? That is not accurate. It's in the document, right? Correct. And you're saying the government made these errors? Am I correct? They said objection. They said overrule. I just said that it's not accurate. If you didn't say it and it's in the document, then the government must have made a mistake, correct? She said correct. It's multiple mistakes as far as you concerned, correct? And then she said objection, and of course the judge sustained. Now you testified and told the jury that there came a point in time that you learned that you had herpes. Do you remember telling the government that? Correct. And you told the government that it was my client who gave you the herpes. Am I correct? That is correct. Okay, now during the course of time that you stayed that with Mr. Kelly, family members came to visit. Am I correct? That is correct. And how often would they come visit you? Seldom. And they would have their cameras with them. Their phone, am I correct? No, that I can recall. Not that I recall. Well, isn't it a time that your sister was at the studio taking videos and pictures? Yes. How long was she there? I believe she was in Chicago for less than 72 hours. Now, you testified yesterday and told us that there were some photos that you took off my client or took them or taken both of you or him. But these photos were at a cover shoot. I think you had said. She said, yes, correct. Okay, so I guess he was at a photo shoot. And these photos basically of Mr. Kelly dressed in certain wardrobe preparing for a cover. Correct, yes. And you testified and told us that you sent those photos to your girlfriend just in case. Am I correct? Correct. Just in case what? She said just in case the defendant had broken my phone or anything. Now, this line of questioning doesn't even make sense. And the answers don't even make sense to the line of questioning. Because I just would have been asking her about her herpes. Okay, I just wanted to make sure nobody was at my door. So then he went on to say, now, the ones that you testified and told us earlier that you got a chastisement. And in the chastisement, you sustained a beating from my client. Am I correct? Which chastisement are you referring to? She said, he said, there was one where you supposedly sustained broken skin. Do you remember telling us about that? She said, yes. And he said, okay, you testified and told us about one where you were beaten with a closed hand. Those are not chastising. What were those? He said those were what? He said those were physical abuse. And he said physical abuse. All right. At that physical abuse, you sustained a beating. Am I correct? She said correct. What's the difference between chastising and physical abuse? I have no idea. And you were beaten about the face. She said, how will he slap me in my face? And he said, you were beaten about the face? She said, yes. And then he said, you were beaten about the body? She said, yes. He said, you were beaten all over. Am I correct? And then she said, yes, sir. You had the camera. Am I correct? She said, not that I recall. You had the camera on your phone? She said, yes, sir. Did you take any pictures of those and send them to your, the beating of your injuries and send them to your family member? I actually did take pictures of bruises, yes. My question to you is, did you take them and send them to family members just in case? No, sir. So she did other shit just in case, but you ain't do that. Did you send them to this very same friend just in case? Not that I recall. Oh, you sent other shit. The cover just in case he break the phone, but you ain't send no pictures of your bruises, him beating your ass. That makes sense. So the picture that you sent was a picture of Mr. Kelly narrowly attired for a photo sheet, and you sent that to your friend just in case. Correct. Now, Mr. Kelly put you on a pedestal. Did he not? No, he did not. Well, isn't it the fact that you told the government that during one of those interviews that Mr. Kelly put you on a pedestal? I don't recall that. Look at the highlighted portion of this and see if this refreshes your recollection. You read it? She said, I do. Does that refresh your recollection that you told the government that Mr. Kelly put you on a pedestal? She said it does. He put you on a pedestal, am I correct? She said, no, he did not. That's in the document, am I correct? That is true, yes. That's not what you told the government, am I correct? That is what is in the document. Is it what you told the girl? I would have slapped her ass. See, I'm woosah for you, Candy. Woosah. Woosah. Because I have to beat her ass. But you were the only one conveying the information to the government, am I correct? She said correct. Now, you testified and told us earlier about the situation where you drove from a show in Key West, you said. She said yes. Up to Daytona. Up to Jacksonville. She said yes. How long? How did you get there? She said by car. How long was the drive, would you say? I don't recall. But I do know it was a few hours. He said a few hours. She said yes. Now, what was the name of the venue that he performed? It was an outside venue, and it was for a breast cancer awareness event. And speaking of that, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, you guys. But it wasn't in the street. He said, but it wasn't in the street. It had a name. She said, I don't recall the name of the show. And who else was on the show? I believe there were other people that had different times. And what was your time? I believe my time was 8 to 8:30. He said 8:30 to 8. She said yes. How long did you perform? I didn't perform because the show had actually ended early. Were you still performing at 9? I don't remember. But you know you got on at 8:30. Yes, around 8. Do you remember well, was it 8 or 8:30? I said 8 or 8:30, yes. He said 8 or 8:30. Which one is it? And then the government said objection. And then the court said, do you remember what time? She said, I don't remember. He said, and do you remember how many songs you did? She said, I believe I did about 2 or 3 songs. So you sat up there and sang, but he ain't help you with your career. Okay. And then you stayed around after that. No, it ended early. And then he said, are you aware that the trip by car to Jacksonville to Key West is about 8 hours? She said, no, I'm not aware of that. He said, you said it took you guys a couple of hours to get there. She said, yes, I could have the road location wrong. I apologize. Now, during your time from July to the end of August, how many times did your parents visit you at Mr. Kelly's? The court said, what year? She said, he's 2015. And then he said between July and August. And then she said, July at the end of August, how many times did your parents visit you at Mr. Kelly's? I believe once. So they did know who she was. They knew what she was. They knew what she was staying with. They knew. And Gayle King, they said they gave her to Valerie Payton. You see why I say sign that petition? To put her in jail? The parents in jail? Let me see. Alice Clary needs jail. And then here's the link. That's the link, you guys. You see why? In 2015, they was going to visit her. But that's not what they told you, America. That's not what they told you, America. And from the end of August until the end of 2015, how many times? She said, I don't know. But they did go visit you. Now, would it be fair to say that you were in constant communication with your family from the time you moved with Mr. Kelly until the end of 2015? Yes. She was in constant communication. That's not what she told Gayle King. That's not what the parents told Gayle King. That's not what the parents told Gayle King. I'm going to need y'all to sign that petition. Before the morning, it need to be over at 1,000. And you had video contacts with them. She said Facebook. He said yes. She said no. She said text. And she said yes, text. Phone calls. She said yes. And have you visit with your sister from time to time? She said my sister visit once. He said once? Okay. And there came a point in time that the contact was not as regular. Am I correct? She said correct. He said, and you made the decision to cut back the contact. Am I correct? No, I did not make that decision. He said, did you recall speaking on a YouTube chat where you and your father spoke about it and you said it was your decision not to make contact as frequent? I do not recall that. She said, do you recall making a YouTube video with your father about communicating during the time you were with Mr. Kelly? She said, a YouTube video? No, I do not recall. He said, or any type of social media forum where you and your father spoke about contacts between you and the family when you were with Mr. Kelly. She said, I do not recall that. And then Mr. Kelly, may I approach? And then the judge court said, sure. And just she said, okay, I just want to give the government an opportunity to see the video that we're about to show. I'm sure they've seen it. And then the government said, it's a documentary, correct? He said, I think that's the part of the confusion for what it's worth. And then Mr. Kelly said, well, yes, well, I don't know. I just saw it and it just took it. But it's one with her and her dad talking about. And then the government said yes. And then Kenny said they're familiar with it. And then, do you need a copy of it? And then Getty said, no, I know what it is. But my only issue is that I would like witness to hear from herself and not play it in front of the entire jury because it may refresh her recollection, which I suspect it will. So you can't play it in front of the jury, but you can play it to her because it may reflect her recollection. Now, R. Kelly only been incarcerated a couple years. You was the girlfriend. You made this documentary not even a year later. How you not know? Y'all did this shit. Y'all did this shit. Yeah, Shay Jackson, and that's exactly why y'all need to sign this AC petition right here. Y'all need to sign that. And then he said it may okay. And then the court said that is probably the way to do it. And they suggested okay, sure, and then or whatever. So they did not play it in front of the jury and everything else. Okay, or whatnot. So she's supposed to have listened to that and know that. He said there was a time going back to the trip to Jacksonville where you got to Jacksonville, you and your mother, and then he said withdrawn. And then he said, you and your mother had traveled up to Jacksonville by car. Am I correct? She said, correct. He said, and you got there early morning hours. It was after his show had ended. Yes. And she said, yes, it was after his show had ended. Yes, that's her. And he said, and you wanted a bed and you needed a place to stay. Am I correct? And she said, yes. And you were offered 2 beds by Mr. Kelly, assistant. Am I correct? And she said, correct, yes. And he said, and your mother said that she will go and stay elsewhere. Am I correct? And she said, that's not correct. And he said, that's not correct. That's not correct. Okay, where did your mother stay that night? And she said, I believe she had taken his assistant room and his assistant went to a different hotel. And she said, isn't it the fact that she refused the room? And then she said, no, she did not. She had been driving and did, in fact, want a room. And he said, isn't it the fact that you told the government during your interview that your mother refused the room and wanted her own room? Okay, and she said that's not accurate. So again, the government made another mistake. So this is the shit that she told the government. And you know what I'm saying? And so of course the court sustained that. He said, showing you this document, I'm gonna direct your attention to the second paragraph. And she said, sir, he said, yes, just a second. He said, isn't it the fact that your mother was offered a room but refused it? And she said, that's not accurate. And he said, isn't it in the document right? She said, yes, sir. And according to you, the document is wrong? She said, yes, sir. You wrote about the incident, am I correct? She said, what are you referring to? And he said, you made some notes about the incident, the trip up to Jacksonville, am I correct, with your mom? And she said, what type of notes are you referring to? And then the government wanted to show what he was showing. And then, let me see. I showed you what's been marked as defense 0 for identification. Do you recognize it? I do. Your handwriting? It is. You wrote it? Yes, I did. How you gonna say you didn't do something? You don't recall something. He's showing you this. You don't recall it. It's your fucking handwriting. You recognize your handwriting. So why don't you just own it and say, yeah, I said that? Why the hell is this? Let's move on. Can't even deal with this shit. I'm going to show you another P. I'm going to show you what's been marked as the defense P for identification. Let me know if you recognize it. Is this your handwriting? Yes, sir. You wrote it? Yes, sir, I did. Okay. The government doing some stuff because they try not to let us show or whatever. Okay. He said, do you recognize the document? I do, yes. Is a document you prepared? This is, yes. Okay. So then she prepared the document. The court talking. Okay, they doing a lot of talking because this judge trying to persuade and fix the shit that she did. Her ass need to be in jail too. Shit. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy that somebody can go to jail over this inconsistent bullshit. And the world believe this shit. This the point. Like, this is scary to even be in a world that don't have no common sense no motherfucking more. I'm going up because the courts and them talking. So I'm going down to the questions and answers. Okay. Now, you testified earlier on direct examination that you were on the Gayle King show. She said, pardon me? He said, you testified earlier during direct examination that you were on the Gayle King show. Gayle King show, the documentary. And she said, Gayle King? He said, yes. And he said, and on that show, you stated that your parents told you to lie. Am I correct? She said, I did, yes. And at the time that you gave the interview, you said Robert was in the apartment. And she said it was a hotel, yes. And his lawyers were there as well. Am I correct? I don't recall. She said, don't you recall Mr. Greenberg being there? No. Do you recall his manager being there? No, I believe he had his spokesperson. Do you recall that person's name? No, but he did have dreads. So she ain't no shit. I want to go back to when you and Robert would go out and all of the girlfriends will have open door for you. Yes. So what he's saying is when you and all his girlfriends will go out, he will open the door for you. Y'all, all of them. And she said yes. He said he would, you and the others would not even move until he got around to the side of the car to open the door for everyone. Am I correct? And she said, what do you mean? What vehicle are you referring to? What difference does it make? See, the girl playing. Any vehicle. He will open the door if it was a vehicle y'all was in, he will open the vehicle with you. She said yes. Okay. And then he said okay. And when you came in the room, when women came in the room, he was stand. He was what? She said he would stand up when women came into the room. She said he would. He would stand up when a woman came into the room. Can you rephrase the question? I don't understand what you're asking. Okay, I'm going to show what the evidence as marked as, okay, Exhibit 0. You wrote and you told us earlier, yes, okay. So now she wrote some shit she can't remember she wrote. Could you read the highlighted portion, the portion highlighted in yellow, both sections or just the first? Just the first section? Okay. She said, okay. My mother drove me to R. Kelly's show in Jacksonville at 10 or 11 p.m., 4 hours from our current location. Knowing we wouldn't have arrived until about 2 or 3 a.m. after the show was over at the age of 17. So then he said, I'm going to ask you to look at what's been admitted evidence as Defense Exhibit P and ask you to read from the highlighted portion from the top all the way down. Okay? And then she said, yes, sir. He said, P is something you wrote. She said, yes, sir, it is. He said, can you read that from the highlighted, the highlights where it begins? She said, she also is sending me pictures of me in a crop top and tight clothing pretending to be me. I had no idea that she had already been texting him acting like me, but once I found out, I continued to just go along so they wouldn't be upset with me. My parents told me to tell him I sing and dance, so I sent him a video of me doing both. They told me what to wear, which ended up being a crop top and tights. They watched me as I made a video and said nothing about it. I first met R. Kelly. The first time I met R. Kelly, I told my parents I was there, the hotel I'd be in, and once I got there, after 30 minutes, they planned to call the police. The police asked me my age. I told them I was 18. They checked my ID and saw nothing. And then he said, okay, could you read that last paragraph a little slower, please? She said, yes. The first time I met R. Kelly, I told my parents where I was, the hotel I'd be in, and once I got there, after about 30 minutes, they planned to call the police. The police asked me my age. I told them I was 18. Remember earlier today, I mean, the other day I read this, and she was telling us about when she was at the Dolphin Hotel and the police came and asked her age. They checked my ID and saw nothing. Now, I'm going to show you what's been marked as defense Q for identification. Do you recognize it? She said, 1 second. Yes, I do. That's something you prepared. Am I correct? She said, correct. There's some handwritten notes on the side of it. Am I correct? She said, yes. You wrote those. Am I correct? She said, 1 second. And pause. Yes, I did. He said, I want you to slowly read. Well, I'll first ask a few questions. Okay. That's a letter you wrote to whom? And then she said, I wrote this to the defendant. And then she said, could you speak a little bit louder, please? She said, to the defendant. He said, and you wrote this letter to him after you had separated from him as you explained this morning. Am I correct? She said, yes. And what is it that you called him at the beginning of the salutation at that beginning? She said, hey, bear. See how this all come together? You see, y'all did this shit. Y'all did this shit. And could you read it for us? He said the entire thing or just to highlight it. He said, read the entire thing. Read it slowly. Okay. And then this is what it says. Hey, bear. So because of the circumstances that you're under, it's hard for me to do anything without talking about you, yet still supporting you. I know you personally don't want to speak about our private life, and neither do I. So because of that, I will have to support you privately and not publicly. But right now, I'm still attached to you. But in order for me to have my own name, image, brand, and businesses, I will have to be just me, not Jane, the girlfriend, luckily. Did y'all just hear what she read? She wrote him. He at this time, I believe he was incarcerated. I'm going to read this again. He said, read the entire thing, read it slowly. She said, okay. So you know she called R. Kelly Bear. She said, hey, Bear. So because of the circumstances that we're in. No, wait a minute. Hey, Bear, because of the circumstances that you're under, it's hard for me to do anything without talking about you, yet still supporting you. I know you personally don't want to speak about our private life, and neither do I. So because of that, I will have to support you privately and not publicly. But right now, I'm still attached to you. But in order for me to have my own name, image, brand, and businesses, I would just have to be just me, not Jane, the girlfriend, luckily. This was, I believe, what Tasha K was referring to when she said, Azrael's still writing R. Kelly. This was the letter. Luckily, we talked about this act, the last visitation. The last visitation. Nothing changes. You have your reasoning, and I have reasonings. We left on a good note as friends who support one another and will always love. And I will always love and support you, Bear. And you know me. I'm going to still check people from time to time because I still love you. But for the most part, I just want to let you know because I know things don't always go the way we plan it. I love you and I wish I was in Chicago, but it's going to stay this way until you give everyone a clear understanding in our household or not. I would have thought after your first visitation that would have been the first thing you fix, but apparently not, which is also fine. But just know I'm always there. I have no bad feelings, Bear. At the end of the day, you know my word, and more importantly, I know my word. And I just don't want to be in an environment where there is no clear understanding. Something you have the power to fix. So she wants to be the main woman. I can only tell you I can't force you to do anything and vice versa. But I will definitely continue to write you and send you pictures, Bear. I love you so much. And just know everything from this point out is all politics. No matter what, I will always be respectful of myself and you. And you will never, ever see me doing anything to hurt you, Bear. I just want to make you proud and want to make you happy. For me, more than anything. Me and Bougie miss you so much. And I wish I could see you at visitation. I read it like she wrote it. Shit. Now, this letter was written by you to Mr. Kelly months after you had separated from him. Am I correct? Why don't they just say jail? They tried to make sure that now months after. No, that was not accurate. He said when it was written, it had to have been written immediately after I left him. And you said you left in 2019. Yes. And when you said immediately, you're talking the next day? She said no, meaning that it would have happened within those months because by January, I had no more communication with him. Now, before October of 19, there was a separation between the two of you. Am I correct? She said that is correct. Okay. Now you testified that you don't have a recollection as to the date that you sent that letter. Yeah, I don't. I'm going to show you something to see if it refreshes your recollection. Y'all did this shit. Y'all did this shit. Ooh, y'all did this shit. Do you see the date on the document? I do. Does that refresh your recollection as to the date you sent this letter to Mr. Kelly? I don't recall sending him that from that location. That is your handwriting. Yes, that is my handwriting, correct. And that's your handwriting on the envelope, am I correct? Yes, sir. And now that's your handwriting, and that's your envelope address to Mr. Kelly. Yes, sir. And the date on that envelope is dated December 2nd, 2019. Yes, sir. Do you have any documents here? No. Okay, so let me see. Could you look at Q and C for identification and see if you recognize it? The front portion, please. She said, oh, sorry. Yes, I do. Is that something that you prepared? Yes, sir, it is. Could you read it to the jury slowly, please? And Loud, where would you like for me to stop? Stop at the end of the first page. Bear, you remember Bambi? And then he said, you have to read it louder, please. And then she said, Bear, you remember Bambi? Oh, Bambi, I won't lie. If I weren't in this spider web of mine, if grandfather never had 7 wives, darling, you would be the love of my life. Oh, Bambi, it's my design. To run the jungle, I must be a lion or be a cheetah, but neither is fine. Don't want to hurt my dear love of my life. Bambi, Bambi, my dear, my dear, my dear. Bambi, Bambi, my dear, my dear. My dear, I want you here. Bambi, don't get too near, for there's lions, beware. We used to love that song. I just keep thinking of all the memories when you first recorded me devouring McDonald's LL. And when we first met and when we first went to the big house and I said, I want to be where you want to be, and how I used to happily wait for you to come home from meetings. When you used to buy like 500 worth of Red Lobster laid out all over the piano room. I remember you played the piano and it was just me and you. When you carved our initials in the table and when you used to stop for me and call. Remember the other side. And he said, and read the other side. You called me on FaceTime. I wish things could have stayed exactly like that, but that's okay, Papa Bear. Everything happened for a reason, and I know we will get out of this. I know, leave you, jamais, jamais, jamais. I can't wait for us to listen to Caribbean music again. And I'm going to learn that boxing dance you do. And he said, stop there. He said, when did you send this to Mr. Kelly? I don't recall when. This was after the separation between you two. Am I correct? I believe, and she said, I believe there that these were when I was with the defendant. He said, beg your pardon? I believe that this was written when I was with the defendant. Okay, when you were at the time when you wrote that, he said, I believe at the Trump Towers. And he was not there, am I correct? No, he was not. So you knew he was in jail, bitch. Quit playing games. You wrote all these love letters to him while he was in jail. Y'all did this shit. Y'all did this shit. Y'all did this shit. Okay, so I'm going to finish this. And then she said, I believe at the Trump Towers. And he was not there. She said, no, he was not. Okay. And this was where you asked earlier this morning by the government by viewing the Lifetime documentary. Remember the government asking you that? Correct, yes. And this was written after the Lifetime documentary. Am I correct? I don't believe that is accurate. Okay. And then he said, do you know what year the Lifetime documentary was written and shown? No, I'm sorry. I didn't keep up with it. And then he said, okay. And then, she said she didn't keep up with it. So we left off at 12:12. Okay. Make sure y'all know we left off at 12:12. Well, Eddie, this is the thing. People didn't know. It's people like you who just not finding this stuff out. This is the actual transcript that I'm reading that was in court during trial. And because everyone knew and they was highlighting in the prosecution questioning, I just thought I would just read the defense question and her answers. And these were what his attorney questioned her, and this is what she answered to under oath. And it's a lot of people like you and others who just now finding this stuff out, thinking that this man is guilty and the world turned against him. And now I'm reading the actual transcript, which you can purchase yourself. It will give you the the prosecution's questions. And then, but you have to understand there's something called cross-examination. Make sure you read those sections as well. And it would not add up. Like, wait a minute, hold up. It would not add up. You would be like, why is this man sitting incarcerated and why was he found guilty on the inconsistencies? This is just Jane Doe number 5. We ain't even got the Jane Doe number 4. I don't even think I can read her shit. And yet most people believe her ass and she the biggest liar ever. So, that being said again, we need to get an attorney. Until then, we all go get one. We go get one that represent us. And we just got to do some hiring. And we got to do some stuff. And we're going to do it right here on my channel. Why not? They ain't got to know what we going to be talking about. We just need somebody to represent the people. Y'all see this? Hit the like button coming on in, please. Please hit the like button coming on in. That's R. Kelly's attorney cross-examining Jane Doe number 5, Azriel Clary. And we got a petition, okay? We got a petition. I'm put AC, that's Alice Clary, to make sure she incarcerated too. She took Azriel to R. Kelly. He has been found guilty, and yet they're trying to leave her not to be held responsible. And we're going to see, because it was, I want some different. Okay, I only got 4 more. I only got 4 more people. I only got 4 people. Okay, I'm gonna need y'all to sign that petition, the one I just put up. And the one at the top. The one at the top is Jay Chappelle. That's the newest one. But these petitions, I'm going to need y'all to put up the ones that's in the chat right now. That say AC. That's Alice Clary, to petition for the mother to go to jail for what she testified to under oath. Okay? So this is nothing that we just want to get revenge. She testified to this under oath. If the government talk about they cracking down on traffic and everything, you're just not going to get one person. You're going to get all that's responsible. Okay? So make sure you sign it, because it's at 860. I know it was at 856. Okay. Yep, it's at 860 now. We need 140. So I'm going to definitely do this, because it said 148. I know that more people signed it. The numbers ain't accurate. I wouldn't be surprised if the government intervened with the site. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised. I would not. They so damn slick with it. I wouldn't be surprised. But we gonna get to 1,000. We gonna get to 1,000. Okay. No thanks. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna get to this 1,000. I'm finna do something. Next weekend, I'm gonna let it be one more week to see what I get to push these petitions. One more week. And then I'm going to start making some phone calls about what it is to do with these petitions. I'm going to definitely go to the site. I want to make sure that we get 1,000 for each one or more. Carolyn Dunham, ooh, they really want her, and there's some strange people. Empire is shut down behind all of this. Jink, you didn't know. Okay. So we definitely make sure you sign these petitions that we need, okay? We definitely going to do some hiring of an attorney and an accountant and where to put the money that we do raise, because we got to raise money. We all really got the word that we do need money to fight these people and to fight for our rights. You know what I mean? We got rights and we need money, and we're going to get it. So I'm going to call and see how much it's going to be for someone to represent us. And there's going to be other fees that come out, just not legal fees. I hope you guys know that. But we don't care. We just want to make sure we get represented. And I want to make sure of that. So we got to print stuff. We got to do all kinds of stuff. I'm hoping I don't have to do no traveling. But I got a feeling I am. Thank you, Janisa Nivens. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it so very much. Thank you. New sub. Y'all, welcome Janisa. Please welcome Janisa to Spittin' Fire. Fire Flames. Give her some fire flames. Give Janisa some fire flames. She's new. Yes, because you guys didn't know. If you don't know, you don't know. You only know what the mainstream media is telling you, and they were lying. You don't know. Give Janisa some welcome to the Fire Flames. Give her some Fire Flames. She's new over here to the channel. Be welcome. Show her some hospitality. Thank you very much. Okay. Anybody else new? Make sure you hit the like button coming on in. Anybody else new? Cortez Miller, you are not new. I know your name, Cortez Miller. I've seen your name before. Don't be slick, Cortez. Evo May, you're new too? Monet, you know what? Y'all getting a whooping. Miss Sap 1966 is new. Welcome to the Spittin' Fire. Evo May, I hope I'm saying it correct. Please charge to the game, not my heart. Reese Abdul, you not new. Mimi, you not. Y'all something else. Y'all not new. They ain't new, Miss J. They ain't new. You the new one. They ain't new. These old folk, these Social Security subs. These the Social Security subs. They ain't the new subs. These the Social Security subs. These the old subs. These the old subs. These subs been on here before I was on here. Sandy Murray, I don't know if you knew. I think I seen your name before too. I know Shannon. I know you better not even say you knew. Monet, you better stop. Talk about I got a new attitude. You old new. Cross out the last word. That's right. Y'all start. The rest of them started with me. They telling a tale. Welcome, Janisa. Welcome so very much over here. We be having some fun sometimes when I don't have to burn somebody up and cut somebody out. This is the channel that's not for children. If you are a child, you got to give it to your mama. And if you got children, don't listen to my channel around children. I got a foul mouth. Don't listen to my channel around children. Okay? This for grown folk. Hello, Felicia. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? You know what, Shaniqua? Shaniqua said she's smoking on a new batch of, that's the only thing new is your new batch of trees. She's smoking some new trees, y'all. She's smoking some new trees. Some new trees. You know what? See, that's why I don't smoke with y'all young folks. If I could, I got asthma and stuff now. I can't. But if I did, I wouldn't smoke with y'all. Because y'all smoke that bullshit. And I know it's bullshit. And let me tell you how I know. Before we get up out of here, let me tell you how I know y'all smoking that bullshit. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Because y'all know I told the story. I've been rolling weed since I was about 3 years old. Like, seriously, I've been rolling weed since I was about 3 years old. Now, don't get me wrong. Zena didn't know nothing about it, okay? My uncle, okay, he's handicapped. So he only has one arm. He has polio. So I was his arms, okay? Denitra, don't start, Denitra. Don't start. See, don't you say nothing. Don't you? That's why I don't like talking to you, Denitra, because you always be laughing before I can even get the story out. Don't say nothing else. Y'all, don't listen to Denitra. Denitra, don't say nothing else. Y'all, you either, Monet. Listen, I've been rolling weed since I was 3, right? Zena was at work, okay? Tina, stop! I'm finna turn this off. Because y'all, I'm not gonna get it out if y'all laughing already, and I ain't even said the story yet. I ain't even told the story yet. See, Denitra can't even stop laughing. I ain't even said the story yet. I'm finna turn this off. I'm finna turn this on medium. Okay. Because I turned off the chat. I disappeared the chat on my other screen because I got to tell this. So I was, my mother was working, right? And my uncle, because my mother had a lot of brothers. So I got plenty of stories about my uncles, right? And my uncle, the one had polio, he was watching me. Like, he would be cooking and everything. He just had one arm because he got polio, right? So he will roll up his weed, right? He would be having me roll weed. Now, my mama know nothing about this, right? My mama knew nothing about what these people had me doing while she was at work. I'm rolling weed and shit. So he had one arm. So back in the day, this is how I know y'all don't be smoking that real shit. Because the weed that back in the 70s, we had 2 things that we used to use. We used to use the shoebox top, and we used to use the album cover. And we used to have, and it wasn't a whole lot of different weed papers. You may have had some zigzags, and you may have had some tops. And in my day, that was all y'all had. Now y'all got all this different flavor types of weed paper and all that crazy shit, them chemicals that y'all ain't supposed to be smoking on top of the weed, okay? But back in the day, we ain't have all that. That was some real weed because it had seeds in it. So one of the girls I was at work will tell me, weed ain't supposed to have seeds in it. I said, if it come from the earth, it's supposed to have seeds in it because everything started from a seed. I told her, I said, see, that's that lab bullshit that y'all smoking. That's why y'all crazy as hell today. That's why young folks, I'm not, hey, y'all can get mad at me all you want. That's why them young folks crazy as hell today, because they smoking that goddamn shit that was grown in the lab. If I was smoking, I'd be smoking that shit from the earth. It got to have some seeds. So let me tell you how we used to do it. Let me show y'all how we used to do it. So this is my makeup. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do an unboxing. Okay, this is brand new. Okay, I'm going to do an unboxing. soon. So we used to have this, right? So pretend this was the album cover, right? So I used to hold the album cover for my uncle because remember he only had one arm. And I used to be like this. He used to be like, hold that like that, hold it still. So I used to hold it still. For one, he used to put it down like this. He'd break it up, put it down like that. And then he used to tell me to tilt it a little bit. And he used to filter the weed and the seeds would go down. He used to filter it like that. And I used to hold it. And I know. And I used to help him roll his weed every weekend. And then my mom used to get mad and cuss him out for having me rolling weed and shit. And but look, Zena, now you knew your brother only had one arm, Zena. Now, whether I was 2 or 3 years old, I was the other arm, Zena. What you want him to do? What you want him to do, Zena? See, that's why I can't fool with you. That's why I be talking back when I'm at home, because you be doing some wrong stuff, Zena. Now, he was rolling his weed, so he would break it up. I would hold it while he filter it. And then he would put the paper on top of the other paper, okay, or whatever. So first he had to lick it, and then he'll put it there, and then he had to press it, right? And then I would hold the paper like this, and then he would sprinkle the weed in it, right? But I had to put the weed, let me tell you, I had to put the weed towards the end, not in the middle, because you had to do like this, right? Because it had to be at the end, and then you had to roll it like this, right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then you flick that like that. That's some weed. That bullshit that y'all be smoking today ain't no damn weed. Okay? Now, I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all. Okay? I've been smoking weed. I mean, not smoking. Nope. I wasn't smoking. Well, okay, I did try it when my uncle wasn't around. I did try. But that's not the point. Me telling what I used to do is not the point. The point that I'm making is the fact that I am a pro at rolling weed, okay? I've been rolling weed for some years now, okay? Look, don't nobody know how to roll weed like me. I've been doing it since I was 3. I was potty trained a year and maybe some months, and I had started smoking weed. How many toddlers can y'all say get off the bottle, get potty trained, and learn how to roll some weed? How many? I'm waiting. How many of y'all can say y'all was rolling weed at 3? How many? I'm waiting. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm a pro at this. So don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about how old I was when I tested it. Don't do that. Y'all all in my business like that. I know what y'all think. Y'all be in people business too much. That's why I'm getting off here, because y'all be in people business too much. You know, this ain't about me and when I started. The point I was making, okay? Let's just keep the point of me rolling the weed and being a professional at weed rolling. I was never smoking. Never. I'm a good person. Never smoking no weed. Never drinking. Okay, it's time for me to get off here. All right, it's time for me to get off here because people be lying on people all the time. You know, and like I told my hairdresser, you know, my Zena called her talking about some. Why you do her hair like that? You know, see, my mama is a trip, honey. My mama, when she know people you go to, she know my hairdresser. She'll call up there. I don't like the way you curled her hair in the back. You ain't paying for it. If I like it, I paying for it. Not Zena. Zena called her last week talking about some. My hairstylist talking about some. Well, she told me not to curl it and she was gonna pick it out herself because she was just gonna go back home and go to bed. I didn't know, Zena. I wasn't go. I do it better next time. Yeah, cause I just don't like that. I don't like that shit you did last week. I don't like that shit at all. She ain't paid for shit. calling people, telling them what she don't like on me. Zena got to get her a man. I'm going to find her a man real quick because she just be all in my business and everything. But my stylist said, why you tell her I picked your hair out like that? Now, she go check me. She said, your mama called up here. She said, why do you tell her I picked your hair out like that when you did it and I didn't do it? I told my stylist this. I told her the truth. I said, I told her that because you wasn't there. She was like, what? So she looking at me, right? And it's a true story. This what happened. She looked at me. She said, now what? She stopped curling my hair. And I guess she thought I was scared of her. So she said, you told your mama what? I said, okay, well, I had my glasses on. I took my glasses off. And I said, she said, why did you tell your mama that I did your hair like that when I didn't? You told me not to put the curls on there. Pick the curls out. And you did that. I said, because you wasn't there to defend yourself. So why would I sit up there and tell her I did it for her to get smart-mouthy and talk shit to me when you wasn't there to defend yourself and I could just lie on you? I mean, don't that make sense? Why would you sit up there and tell the truth when it's going to get you in trouble instead of lying on somebody who ain't there and they can't defend themselves? She told me I need some help. She said, sit your ass down in that chair. You need some goddamn help. Something wrong with you. Because you believe that shit you said. That's the truth. Why would I say, y'all know that's the truth. Why would you sit up there and tell the truth when you gonna get in trouble? When you can lie on somebody who ain't there. And by the time they find out, you gone. Solved America's problems. I solved it. This is what they did to R. Kelly. He wasn't there, so why? That's what they doing. Damn. I'm solving shit. I need to have an investigation firm or something. I need to have like some investigators and we can solve shit. Cause I be solving shit on here, y'all. Like for real. Like I be literally solving shit. Like I'm that chick. Yeah. But I just told her how it was. You know, I'm not going to tell on me to get me in trouble when I can lie on you and you ain't even there. Common sense. Damn. That's common sense 101. Lie on the next person because they ain't there to defend themselves. That get your ass out of trouble. And then by the time they get in trouble, you long gone. Yeah. That's the cure. That's the cure of everything. Make sure y'all take heed to that. And don't tell nobody, okay, about my weed, professional weed rolling. I charge for that. If you want me to roll your weed because I have experience in it, many of y'all don't. Y'all think y'all rolling it right, but you're not. You're not. Okay? Because I have gave a demonstration on how to roll without even actually having weed. How many people can do that? Nobody. So, since I am a professional weed roller, I charge for that. If you would like for me to roll your weed and send it to me, I will be getting the P.O. box soon. You can send, well, don't send your weed through the mail. No, don't do that. But if you're in the local area, you know what I'm saying, and you got medical marijuana, because we promoting that, medical, legal marijuana, I can come show you how to roll for a fee. All right? Thank y'all for listening to Spittinfire. I'm your girl, R.A. Jackson. I very much appreciate you. Thank you to new subs. Make sure you hit the like button coming on out. It's very much appreciated. We're going to continue to read what the defense has been asking these witnesses so you, America, would know the truth and so you can get mad and demand this man's freedom. All right. Thank you for listening to Spittin' Fire. I'm your girl, R.A. Jackson. Fire out. Fire out. Don't put my fire out.